All right, I want to hop in here. You guys are going to see a lot of intros like this for the next few videos because honestly, I'm just doing so many intros from the floor. But I decided to spend a day or afternoon, if you will, in Newtown. It's a neighborhood in Sydney, completely different from the neighborhoods I've spent in Sydney so far up until that point. I feel like I was in a lot of upper class neighborhoods, and this was very much like grittier, but in a great way. It did remind me of like Haight and Ashbury. Haight and Ashbury. There you go, in San Francisco. Meaning there was a grittiness to the hipsterness of it all. It was actually the first time I saw a good amount of homeless people. I was really wondering if there was homeless people in Sydney. I'm like, it's a city, there has to be. Every city has homeless people, unhoused people. And so but I didn't see them a lot in the neighborhood I was staying at, which made sense because the neighborhood I was staying at had like $1 million homes. But when I went there and I got off the train, that's when I saw like unhoused people asking for money. In like an unhoused community, they range from functional to not functional, so that was something different. But there was a lot of like consignment stores there, boutiques. I bought a crystal. Let me show you guys what I bought, okay, before we get into the vlog. Sorry. I bought this crystal, and it's because I was watching a tarot card reading, okay, like, bear with me, video, and it said I needed to have, as a Libra, fluorite for this season. And so this is a fluorite, and it's supposed to help me with concentration and clarity. It's an air element, so I have that. And then I got some of these like rainbow earrings, because earrings tend to be my jewelry of choice. It's the easiest thing. I don't really like necklaces. You can see the earrings I'm wearing now. And so I decided to get these. But anyways, that's what I got. I probably should have put that later. I'll hold the crystal while I'm doing this video. So yeah, so enjoy my time in Newtown. The beginning of the vlog is just, you're going to see point of view. So the camera was on my chest, and you're going to see me just walking around. And I went to a bookstore. I went to a crystal shop. I went to 3 restaurants. I went to a restaurant, a cafe, and a bar, because I will get into that later in the video. All right, enjoy the video. Okay, so I got off the train, and you go up some steps. Most train stops do have an elevator, not always an escalator. So I just want to show you all how it looks getting off the train. So this was a very busy train stop. This was my first time going to Newtown, and I've just heard like really cool things about it. All right, so I'm gonna grab my phone out of my bag, and use it to tap out. So you use your phone. If you have Apple Wallet, you can also use it if you have Google, where you just tap to enter a train station or the bus, or when you're on the bus, and tap out, and then it will charge you the amount for the full ride. So that's what I did. I like to wait, and then, because I'm not trained still, and then you tap out, and then it will calculate how much. If you don't have that, or an Apple Watch, you can get something called an Opal card and just put money on the Opal card, and that's easy to do as well. And I think you could also tap if you just have like a credit card. Like if you want to constantly keep taking out your credit card, you can, like a Visa or Amex. All right, so I just walked 7 minutes away from the train station. My first stop was to go see the I Have a Dream mural. And so in this little area, you also see in this, what I realized in this neighborhood, there was a lot of people selling stuff on the street, whether that was jewelry, clothes, little knickknacks. So it's one of those neighborhoods. So, anyways, I had to take a picture of this and do a video. So it's the MLK I Have a Dream mural. It's one of the things that is people tell you to go see when you come to Newtown. And what's nice is it's like right on this same street of the train station. And sorry if it got a little wobbly there. I was actually taking the camera off my necklace that I have it on, and I just was holding it with my hand just to show you guys more. And now I'm putting you back on the necklace. All right, so now we're gonna go. I'm looking up the next stop, and the next stop is this park that I've been wanting to go to. So let's go. All right, I made it to this park, which was maybe like 7 minutes away, 6 minutes away from the mural. You just go down the main street and then go down a side street, and you're there. This park has a playground, and then it has a lot of like walking paths that people can do, can walk on, ride your bike on, and then you'll see past. We're going to like this like meadow area, if you will. So there was a lot of people there having like picnics, and just it was really cool to see like friends just having picnics, or people just like reading their book in the park. It was really lovely. Again, this neighborhood, you're gonna see a lot of street art or graffiti, whatever you want to call it. But it was a Saturday, and there was a lot of people out and about, and so it was really nice to see like the playground being used, the meadow being used, and people just enjoying the park. This park, according to Google Maps, has a lot of historical like sites, but I didn't see any of them because I think some of those historical sites, it was right next to a cemetery, and I wanted to walk through the cemetery as well, but I got there a little too late. The cemetery closed early on Saturday, and I think some of those sites were on like the other side of the wall. So on the other side of that wall is the cemetery. So Google Maps got me a little confused. But this is the meadow, and this is just me looking on my phone to make sure I'm in the right place. right, future Nicole here. So about a week and a half after I went to Newtown, I went back again, and this time with my husband. He actually, this was his first day in Sydney. He rested for a bit, and then we walked around the cemetery. And so I mentioned I couldn't get there the last time, but now I can. So the cemetery was part of the Church of England. It states in its Wikipedia page that prominent people, convicts, people tied to the sea, and children were buried here. And so it was a very peaceful cemetery. And when I walked by this tombstone, I was very shocked that they were like fresh flowers, because it's so old and I'm like, there's no way people can remember anyone that was buried here. But this tombstone was actually meant for people that were unknown and unremembered folks buried in the cemeteries whose names are just not written in the tombstone. So someone left flowers, and I thought that was very pretty. So I want to leave some flowers for them because we're really close by the cemetery. And so enjoy. All right, so now after the park, I was looking up restaurants, and I found this one that was 7 minutes away. It was this Mexican food restaurant because I've been having a lot of Thai and sushi, so I really just wanted Mexican food. So I walked 7 minutes to this one restaurant. So I went down some other streets. Again, you saw a lot of people just walking around. You know, it's a Saturday, so getting groceries, gonna go hang out with friends, just living their lives. Now, if it seems like I'm walking for more than 7 minutes, you are correct. I cut out some clips, but the first restaurant I went to was not serving any food. Currently, Google Maps said it was still open. However, it was not serving food from like 2 to 5 or something, and it was like 4, and I was starving. I had such a small breakfast, and I really, really needed some food. So I walked now another 10 minutes to get to another restaurant. This time, I walked through like a neighborhood within Newton, and so I got to see some of the houses, and you can't really tell here, but there are some neighborhoods, including Newtown, that the houses sort of remind me, like maybe because they have like a balcony upstairs. I don't know. There's just some neighborhoods where the houses remind me of New Orleans. And so I'm really curious. I'm going to do some research of like the same colonizers came to Sydney that went to New Orleans. I don't know. There's just like a similar vibe to some of these houses. And maybe because the weather was also muggy and the trees. So I don't know. The more you travel, the more you realize there's a lot of neighborhoods that look the same. Okay, so let's get to the restaurant. All right, so I finally made it to the restaurant. It's called Hencha en Mexico or Hecha El Mexico. You'll see it here on the screen soon. Okay, so I went in and they were still serving food, which was great. It was definitely the afternoon staff. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to sit because I was filming and I didn't want to like be in people's way. But there wasn't a lot of people there when I first got there. So this is just me getting comfortable. So okay, it's there you go. See, I told you guys, it's a vibe. It was like very dark. It was very pink. I don't know. I got myself a mojito because honestly, after so much walking, I'm like, I deserve a mojito. I did also get some water. And I also, what did I order? You'll see it very soon. By the way, the mojito was okay. I mean, the cup was really cute. I got 2 tacos with some beans, but they made their beans differently. And yeah, this was my meal. It was really good. The tacos were. Then I made my way to this store I told you about where there was crystals. It was like, I think crystals was in the name. And I was like, you know what? Like, let me buy a crystal. I've always said I wanted to walk around with a crystal. Let's like just do it. So they had a lot of crystals, as you could tell. And so I just decided to buy one. And the staff was really nice and the store was just really lovely and peaceful. And by the way, when it's a hot muggy day, you can go into a store that has AC. That's great. Then I went to another bookstore because you know your girl needs to go to a bookstore. I was really debating if I need to buy another book because I have a lot of books. Like I'm in this phase. I feel like I go through phases with my reading, whether I read a lot really fast and then I desperately always need a new book, or I collect a lot of books and then I get into reading. And right now I feel like I'm in this collection of books, and that's not great when you're traveling because you don't want a lot of books in your suitcase, but it is what it is right now. So this bookstore, it was called Better Read Than Dead, and it was really cool. They had a lot of fiction. Something that I've noticed a lot with bookstores in this area, they have a crime and thriller section, and they have a supernatural fantasy section, but they don't have romance section. The romance books are sort of mixed in the fiction books, what makes it really hard for romance readers. I'm gonna be honest, but it's okay. So sorry that it's just a few bookshelves I'm showing you, but I just don't like to be like, look at, show the whole bookstore and everyone's just looking for books. What I loved about this bookstore was busy. There was a lot of people that came in and that were just trying to find their next read. I did end up buying a book, and so far it's a pretty good read. I am happy with it. All right, so I got a coffee, not because I want a coffee, but hoping that the coffee shop would have a charger station because my phone was dead and also my battery pack was dead. So it was sort of a waste of a coffee. Then I went to a bar that was had a vendor that had power packs, so I rented one to charge my phone. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all in the next vlog. Bye.